What's going on, everybody? This your boy Michael Washington. I won't say fresh off the Indiana regional, but I went to the Indiana regional. I got third, of course. I already did a profile for Boma on Team Foes channel, so when you get a chance, check that out. But that was not the deck I was gonna take, so I'll put that to the side. The deck I was gonna take originally was Boujack, Yellow Boujack. I really think this leader is super strong in this meta. I actually think it's better than Blue Boujack, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. And all the leader does is on the front side, once per turn, when a Boujack Brigade card is played, you draw one card and he gets plus 5k power for the turn. When you combo one or two Boujack card, when you combo two or more Boujack cards from your field, you can KO a battle card and rest. When he's at 4 life, you just flip this card over. He doesn't untap, nothing like that. On the back side, he does the same thing, except he doesn't get the plus 5k power. And he also, whenever you combo two Boujack Brigades from the field, you KO a battle card and rest. That's all he does. Pretty bare bones. It's a bad leader, but with the recent support, it makes the leader super strong. So I think he is better than Blue Boujack, but like I said, you're entitled to your opinion. So let's get into the deck. So the deck is blue yellow. The first two cards we play is Gokuya. From set 13. He's a new card from set 13, 1-drop. He's a 4K. When he's played, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Top 5 cards of your deck, and you add a 3-drop or less Boujack Brigade card to your hand. Also, activate main once per turn. You can pay 1 energy. He gets critical. So that's all he does. So 2 of those. 2 of her. She is a old Boujack Brigade card from, what's that, set 6, I believe, set 6. And when she has a permanent, you can only have one of her in play. This was like unique before unique was put into the game. Let me read her verbatim so I won't mess y'all up. When she's played, if your leader card is a Boujack Brigade, you choose one Boujack Brigade card with an energy cost of 1 from your deck and play it, then shuffle your deck. You can place her in the drop and give one Boujack card. Yep, one Boujack card critical. So you can't give it to your leader, but any other Boujack card you can give it. Not Boujack Brigade, it has to be a Boujack. So 2 of those. She's actually a really good, strong card in the deck. 3 of the new Beto. He's only good because when he's played, he automatically replaces himself. He's a +1 cantrip. And then you pay 1 and give it double strike. So he gets 11k double strike. So does Goku. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. But he's just Unison. He's just a card to pressure Unison. He's blue, which helps with other cards in the deck, and he's +1. So you play him when you start leader out. Your leader trips, he draws 1. Then he draws 1 source to draw 2, and he, super good. Next card is probably one of your best cards in the deck, which is the old Beto. He has the same text as Zanguya. He has a unique property. So before the unique property was added, all he does is search top 5, and you can add any Boujack Brigade card to your hand with this card. And then you can send him to the drop and shuffle 5 Boujack Brigade cards, 2-drop or less, back into the deck. So you can technically have 4, trip this, put him in the drop, and he can put himself back into the deck too. So 3 of those. Next, we're going to get into our super combos. We play 4 of Zamasu. Been playing the game long enough, you know what Zamasu does. Gives 10k, of course. And then when you combo him, you can target 1 card on the field, 1 battle card or leader, I believe. Yep, battle card or leader. And puts it in rest. Your leader also has to be a blue or yellow leader, so. Super good if you're playing a rival card like we are. Our first rival card is Boujack. He's a blocker. Of course, he has a rival, and when he's played, he mills 1. Oh, he taps him down and mill 1. I'm sorry. So he just 3 him. He's super good for your defensive turn. So let's say you have him and him. That's you resting 2 cards. More than likely you're blocking an attack because you comboed the Zamasu, and then you're gonna tap 2 cards down. So he taps down battle cards only. So let's get that out of there. Next card is the newest card. I didn't have these before the regional, but we was gonna manage without these because he's basically our if you have a Boujack Brigade card in your energy, he ignores energy exhaust, so you don't have to worry about that. And you can also combo him for free because he's a 1+5K originally, but if you have a Boujack Brigade card in your energy, excuse me, it ignores energy exhaust and he just literally becomes a 5K combo. He has other effects, but in this deck, it doesn't really matter. He's literally just a charge for your blue yellow energy or combo for one of your rival cards. So it says energy exhaust permanent. If you have a Boujack Brigade card in your energy, reduce the energy cost by 1 in your hand, and its energy and ignores the energy exhaust in all areas. Auto, when this card is played, you activate Evolve skill from a Boujack card in your hand. This card reduces the card by 1. Activate main, 1 blue or yellow. If you have 2 more blue and or yellow cards in your combo area, play this card from your hand. Choose all your blue and yellow Boujack Brigade cards that gets +5K. None of that matters in this deck. None of it. The only thing that matters is ignore energy exhaust and it -1 in the hand, the combo. So 4 of those, of course. One of the linchpins of the deck, Violent Rush Boujack. I'm pretty sure all of us know what this card does because they're playing it in Mecha Freezer right now. He's a 4 of. He has Arrival and Aegis. So all Aegis is you pitch 1 blue or yellow or a card with blue and yellow. You untap 2 energy, draw 1. That's all he does. But he's super important for the deck.
And he has barrier.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he has barrier. I guess barrier is important when you play this game, huh? 3 of this guy. I don't know what band I was thinking, but I'm glad they was thinking it. This is the new Zamasu. 5K indestructible energy exhaust. He's a counterplay, and his counterplay says if the card being played has an energy cost 4 or less, return to the owner's hand. So it says card. So I mean battle card or unison. Super good. And then it says if you have another blue or yellow multicolored card in your energy, ignores energy exhaust. So the other card ignore energy exhaust, which is good for the deck. Because technically, I'm only playing 3. You could play 4, but as a utility card, you only probably need to see 2 to clinch you the game, honestly. So, and then he has 1 more skill that says when this card is played, draw 1 card and choose one of your opponent's battle cards with stress. So it replaces itself again. But only thing is weird is it sits on your board afterwards. I mean, I guess you could use it for a combo card. I mean, a combo cost to rival again. But once you see 1 Violent Rush Boujack, you probably not gonna see the rest. I mean, need to see the rest. The rest is just like fodder for Aegis. So now we're gonna get into our little Boujack package, I guess. 3 of these. I know everybody remember these. Counter attack. If you have blue or yellow in your energy, you can use it for 1. When he's played, your opponent mills 1. Negate the attack, your opponent mills 1 when he's played. That's all he does. A lot of Janemba players still probably have these, but yeah. So 3 of those. And then 3 of the new Boujack. This card is super strong, bro. You play in so many decks, like this deck, Agents of Destruction, AoD deck. You can play it in the other blue Boujack deck. Super strong. Permanent, when this card is in rest mode, your opponent cards with energy cost greater than or equal to their card energy can attack your leader. And then it says auto, pay 1 if your leader card is a Boujack Brigade card or Agent of Destruction card in his name at the end of the turn. At the end of the battle in which this card was used as the combo from your hand or energy, you may play this card from your drop in rest mode by paying 1. And then auto, when this card is KO, draw 1 card. So again, 3 of those. Super strong card. Yep. I mean, I wouldn't go up to 4, but if you play 4, I wouldn't be mad because it protects your leader. Next card is 4 of these, and this is what helps the Boujack deck out a lot. If anybody has like foils of all this stuff, because you see the deck is not completely match ready yet, just let me know, hit me up. But what he does is, his first active main, if I have 2 or more Boujack Brigade cards in my battle area, I play this card from my hand without paying energy costs. That's important, but it's not as important as the second effect. The second effect says activate main if your leader card is a yellow Boujack card on its front side, Boujack Brigade card on the front side. If you have 2 or more energy, you can discard this card from your hand, flip your leader card over, and draw 2 cards. So it literally gives the leader awaken, draw 2. Because, like I said, the leader doesn't awaken. It just awakens, doesn't do anything. So this card is super important for that reason. It cram trips your leader, so you could draw 1 when you play him for free. And he's a 3-drop Boujack. Just pay attention. All these cards are 3-drop Boujack cards. And we play 10 copies of 3-drop Boujack cards. Why? Because this is your boss monster. And your boss monster in this deck is OP. And this is the whole reason I played the deck. So 8-drop Boujack, the Plunderer. Literally, he evolves for 3 yellow and 1 colorless over a 3-drop Boujack. So it has to be a 3-drop Boujack. It says, when you play this card, if you have 5 or more life, choose all your opponent cards, switch them to rest. So any deck, when he comes down, he taps everything on your opponent's board as long as you stay at 5 life. The deck is super defensive, so it really shouldn't be a problem with that. So against like King Cold, it's gonna tap down all their field cards, gonna tap down their Unison, gonna tap down all their energy, gonna tap down the leader, tap down everything. Anything that's not buried is gonna tap down. And then it says, when your opponent switches one of their cards from rest mode to active mode, if your leader card is a Boujack Brigade, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and send it to warp. So what that means is, when your opponent untaps at the beginning of the charge phase, when they untap all their energy, this is before they draw, they have to warp 1 card for every card that they untap. Untap is not optional, so it has to go off. So most of the time, I'm warping anywhere from 6 to 10 cards from my opponent's hand. Because it's turn 4, they're pretty established, so it's going to be hard. And then he has another effect that says send 1 Boujack Brigade card from your battle area to the drop. This card gains dual attack. So along with Zangulia, you can actually make it dual attack critical, which is super strong. So that's your boss monster. He's probably the most important card in the deck. You want to see him by turn 4. Most of the time on turn 4, when I have a Boujack Brigade, I literally evolve over it, draw the card, and pass turn. Just so my opponent won't have time to combo out. The more cards that warp, the less answers you have to worry about later in the game. Utility cards, 2 Poutine. We all know what she does. When you tap down a card, you can play her for free. She has barrier, unique. Whenever a counterplay is activated or a card is played by a skill, you can rest one of your opponent's battle cards. So super good, super utility. Another utility card, 1 Secret Identity, helps me control the board just to get to turn 4. I won't get aggroed out. My secret rare of choice was Supreme Kai. Same reason, Secret Identity, just to control the board. You could play. I was playing Sin originally, but I think this is just a better option because it helps against Unisons and leaders attacking. So 3 Power to Super Saiyan. I only play 7 extra cards. Power to Super Saiyan. It literally just taps the card down and it draws 1, and it also trips your Poutine, but it also helps with your 8-drop because that's another card that they have to worry about untapping at the beginning of the turn. So 3 of those, and then the final cards are 4 Arrival of the Space Pirates. This is your party starter basically. So turn 1, you probably want to charge a yellow, and then you probably want to play, where's she at? Play Zangulia. And what it does is you choose 1 Boujack Brigade card with energy cost 2 less in your deck and play it in rest mode and shuffle the deck. So you're probably going to play her, into probably the yellow Beetle, because the yellow Beetle helps you search for your pieces. And so since you played a Boujack card, your leader's gonna trip. You're gonna draw one. He's gonna get plus 5K, and then when he comes out, he's gonna search top 5, and you can add any Boujack Brigade card to your hand. So now you just plus yourself, and you have 2 cards on the field, just in case your opponent gets aggro. You can combo these 2 off and KO the card they're swinging with, or you know, they sit on board. So that's the profile of Boujack. That's what I was gonna take. That's what I've been having fun with. I took it to the locals this past weekend, went undefeated, and this is the deck I think you guys should really look into. Blue is good, but blue yellow, the matchups are super grindy until turn 4. But the deck is so defensive, you don't have to really worry about anything. And when your opponent is warping, like I said, 6 to 10 cards from their hand, it gets real easy on your side of the board, because now you have Aegis untapped cards, you have negates. So you're drawing on their turn, you're drawing on your turn. So yeah, yo Boujack, look into it. Mike Washington, I'm out.